Are we gonna be able to sneak into town? Doesn't seem likely. Who are you kids? Well, see, we're travelers. We walked here from Ymir to visit. You came that far on foot? You guys do know there's a war going on, right? I wouldn't recommend just wandering the highways and byways. You know, you look kind of familiar. I do? Yeah, it feels like I've seen you somewhere before. Can't put my finger on where, though. Actually, now that I get a better look, you're not the only one I feel like I've seen before. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. Well, this sucks. What should we do? I suppose we'll just have to lean on the same trick again. The less frequently we have to use it, the better, but it sure beats getting caught here. This is where she pulls the "these aren't the droids you're looking for" thing. You sure you're not just imagining things? Kids these days all look the same. You can hardly tell one of them from the next. You're racking your brain over it now, but later you'll realize they look like some faces you saw in a bar. You think? Besides, we're here on watch for signs of the Imperial Army, not teen tour groups. How much trouble can they really cause? All kinds. I doubt most of this lot would even make the cut for the Imperial Army. Want to bet? Yeah, I guess you're right. Alright then, you guys are clear to head on through. You can go about your business, but I'd better not catch wind of you causing any trouble. You hear? Yes, sir. You won't find us causing trouble, sir, if you'll excuse us. There they go. Roer, the industrial metropolis. In Elisa's hometown. Haven't seen this place in a while. But how did we get in so easily? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. One of them clearly suspected us of something, so it strikes me as fishy that he didn't even check his wanted list. I imagine that other soldiers' intervention saved us all. I'm glad I didn't have to use witchcraft again, at least. It didn't feel like a trap, but I can't think of any justification for it. That's going to bug me. But at least we're in. Time to gather some information. That's right, we need to find out where Mother and Angelica are. Okay, so we are in the gates, so we don't have to listen to all that dialogue again. We save. And we go talk to some people in Elisa's hometown. Where'd you go, Toddy? So I can't find him anywhere. Oh no. Do I have to go on a kid or cat hunt again? The door is locked. One of your friends works here, right, Elisa? Yeah, they must be closed today, though. I was hoping we'd be able to get some information from Yuna and Devance, but I guess we're out of luck. That's highly suspect. We don't want to go over by that guy. And that guy. Nice tank in the middle of the streets. Hey, at least you're still working a production line. We've been moved to the warehouses. If we're not cleaning, we're checking the stuff you guys made. It's awful. Just awful. Everyone in our factory's stuck making some really weird weapons all of a sudden. It's the worst. I can barely drag myself into work anymore. Wish someone would give me my old job back. Oh boy. Ordnance for all. Oh look. Hugo. Oh, never expected that I'd bump into all of you around here. Hugo, it's great to see you again. Rosine and Becky told us that you disappeared. So they're both doing well then? Good. In fact, Why don't you give me the rundown on what you've been up to all this time? You've got me curious now. Everyone gave Hugo a rough outline of all they'd been up to since the war broke out. So Becky's on the Courageous now, is she? Of course she is. I can hardly think of a more Becky move. But you're here on business? His company's one of the RF store's biggest clients, so that doesn't really surprise me. That's right. It was backbreakingly difficult, but once I helped Becky escape, I made it back home to Heimdall. For all of its issues, it's still probably the safest place in the country. Always calmest in the eye of the storm, you know. Relatives of known reformists and Class 7 members are a notable exception, but I can see it being a safe place for most. Heading over there on your own is pretty bold, though. You're tougher than you look. Bear in mind, the city's not without its problems. The flow of information is under tighter lockdown than anywhere else. Ordinary citizens can't even approach the palace by foot or vehicle. And no one knows where the Imperial family is, or what's going on within the Alliance, for that matter. Nobody's got any idea of what they intend to do next. Figures. Then you haven't heard anything about where Angelica or my mother could be? Afraid not. I've taken a few business trips to Roer since the war started, but I haven't heard a peep about them. It's not like I can stroll on into Reinford's corporate HQ and start asking questions either. Sorry I can't be of more help. Don't be. You've given us plenty of useful information as it is. Just be careful if you keep up all this city hopping, okay? Right back at you, and give my regards to Becky if you wouldn't mind. Okay, so he's not gonna come with us. I can't do anything that might draw attention, but I'll try to find out anything that could help you. Kleistinko has a web of connections that spans across Erebonia, so I might be able to get something out of them. Just try not to get caught before I do that. The main branch of our company is in Heimdall is suffering severe shortages of stock as well. That's what led Hugo to start traveling the country in search of new stock to purchase. This is a difficult time for all of us, but I'm sure Hugo will come through. He's truly a brilliant negotiator. I'm terribly sorry, but we're really short on stock at the moment. I appreciate your position, but I couldn't possibly lower our prices any further than I already have. Let me apologize in advance, but I'm afraid we're very short on ordnance right now. All the city's factories are currently tied up manufacturing weapons and other wartime instruments for the military. As a store run by the Reinford Company itself, it pains me to find myself in this situation, but there's not much I can do. We'd be glad to take a look at your Arcus units, however. Some of the provincial army soldiers are using them now too. Oh boy, that's not good. Alright, so let's just see what he has in the shop. Just EP charges. And we don't have any money anyway. I mean, we can exchange what we've got, but not a lot. Let's see if we've acquired any sepet that can unlock anybody's stuff. Probably not, but all right, doesn't look like it yet. Dang. All right. So yeah, it's the station. More than half the factories in the city have been temporarily closed. Mine among them. I'm completely out of work right now. Business was booming and this city was happy a year ago. Where did it all go? How are we supposed to live our lives with things the way they are? Come on into Baronius for delicious products at low prices. We've actually got a new girl working here too. She needed our help, so Grandma decided to take her in. She might not show it, but Grandma's really taken a liking to her. She does tend to get her names mixed up a lot, though. Yep. How'd I know? Reen? Uh-huh? Lindy? Lindy! Oh, hey, it's Vivi's sister. I'm happy to see you all well. What brings you to Roer? That's a long story. Got a few minutes to spare? They gave Lindy a basic rundown of everything that happened and told her what they were doing in Roer. So Vivi's okay. Oh, thank goodness. Yep, she's our observer on the Courageous right now. How wonderful. We're always happy to deliver good news. I'm sure Vivi will be thrilled to know that we found you as well. Well, more so than usual, I mean. So you've been working here part-time? That's right, I escaped the academy with a small group of people, and after a while, we all ended up in Roer. Although, to be honest, I've been going a little stir-crazy wanting to go out and search for Vivi. I've been so worried. I couldn't muster up the courage to leave town and go wandering through a war-torn country on my own, though. Yeah, not a great strategy, that one. You made the right call, as painful as it might have been. By the way, you wouldn't have happened to heard anything about Angelica and Arena Reinford's whereabouts, would you? Sorry, I haven't. I wish I could be a little more helpful. Oh no, please don't worry about it. We still have an investigation to do. Something's going on here, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. You just keep doing what you're doing and leave that to us. If you insist, but be careful. If there's ever anything I can do to help, just come and find me. I won't be going anywhere. We will. Thanks. So you don't want to come see your sister? Thank Idios, Vivi's all right. Anyway, please take care of yourselves. All right. I can hardly bear with all the long faces around here these days. Nobody's got the time to be in the dumps with all these higher taxes to pay. We need to work, work, work. Gotta work if you want to eat, and that's what I plan on doing. Linda, no canned goods on that shelf. Damn it, not Linda. Lindy. Did you hear me, Lindy? Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'll start it out right away. Alright, so she has... and foods. Okay, so we've got some stuff to make some more recipes. So there's the guard. Here's the lady. The Noble Alliance is nothing but a bunch of damn cowards causing a war, working hand in hand with terrorists. How do they even sleep at night? I can't exactly go around speaking my mind in public, but at least it sounds like Lady Angelica agrees with me. You go, Lady Angelica. Give 'em hell. Alright, and there used to be a guy who would hang out over there. There's some people down here by the airport. I'd say I'm jealous of the guys at the mine for actually having work, but it sounds like they have it worse than me. I'd hate never being able to go home. Man, it sucks to be out of work. What are you gonna do? Not like anyone's hiring. Alright, well, I'm not going to the mine yet. They'll probably tell me we shouldn't go here until we know what's going on or something like that. Alright, there's the Reinford Company. Elisa's home in the penthouse. Reinford Company Group Headquarters. Well, this building looks the same as it ever did. Except for the new guards, of course. Yep, wasn't the provincial army last time. Angelica did say that Mother was locked away somewhere, but it definitely didn't sound like this was the place. I'm sure that things are pretty chaotic inside with her officially, quote, missing. Oh. Oh, and here comes a car. I wonder who's in that car. Good day, Lord Ragnar. That's Angelica's dad. Please allow me to take your belongings. Good man. That's... You know that guy? We're not exactly friends, but yeah. He's the director of the first factory, Heidel Ragnar. He's also Angelica's, uncle. Okay, I thought it was going to be her dad. Director Heidel Ragnar. So he took over? My, it feels as though the work will never end. Serving as the group's acting chairman is no easy task. It's no wonder Irina ended up falling ill working like this. I do so hope she'll be fit to return to work before too long. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Indeed. Well, if you need me, I'll be unwinding on the 24th floor for the time being. Bring some tea along a little later, would you? Much obliged. I would have asked the chairman's maid for that, but alas, she's nowhere to be found. But sir, that floor is... What was that, Dalton? Is there something you want to say to me? No, sir, not at all. How rude. You just go in and take over somebody's home? It's one thing to take over the building in the company, but you are taking over her home too? You don't have your own place? Did he say acting chairman? So that guy's standing in for your mother, Elisa? He said she was ill, too. What a load of nonsense. There's no way she's sick. And that aside, the 24th floor is my family's home. Oh yeah, I remember sleeping there. He's from one of the 4 great houses, so I'm sure he holds a high rank in the Alliance. But that doesn't excuse this sort of behavior. He's taking advantage of the chairman's absence to do whatever he pleases. But staying in someone else's home uninvited feels really wrong. It is wrong. It's very, very wrong. All kinds of wrong. It'd be one thing if he just took over the company, but this feels like he's trampling on our personal lives, too. Still, given the way things are right now, there's no way we can get any closer to the building. Yeah, we're going to have to gather information somewhere else right now. Alright. So, can we go to the hotel? Oh, here's a lady. Most of the Rhineford employees around here are really down in the dumps lately. But who could blame them? It's sad to see how that company's fallen. Roer owes his prosperity to Rhineford. So what affects the company really affects everyone in the city. Alright, so that's all she has to say. Now let's go check out the hotel. There are no guards here. No people there. Nobody over there. We're really hurting for customers lately. I can't think of anything we can do to change that either. As long as the Rhineford group is in its current state, I think that this is the way things are going to be. Leave. Alright. I don't think we can really do anything else here, but... There's like one person in this room. It's a maid. La la la. I get so few customers nowadays that I can listen to the radio on the job to my heart's content. Nothing like some background music to keep you motivated while you work. Dun 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 dun. Alright, so no information in the hotel. There's no other people around. But we've got a store down here and we've got a whole bunch of places. Okay. Talk. Welcome to our store. I'm afraid we're running a little low on our more consumer-facing products at the moment, which means some of our lineup is only available while supplies last, because we might not be able to get any more in. We realize this is disappointing for those looking for weapons for self-defense, but there's nothing we can do. Alright, so let's shop. and just look. So there is a thing here that we saw somewhere else. Ooh. Ooh, we need more monies. Wrath and Blitz. Wow. Alright. So no one else is around this store. There's a guy over here. First, the chairman goes missing. Then the Rhineford group gets taken over by the provincial army and forced to do whatever they tell us. Stick those two together and you've got share prices that drop like rocks. We're not even exporting anything either. We're screwed. So screwed. Okay, let's go over this way. Oh, there is a soldier there. I don't know if we can get into the Rhineford science place or not. Or the Roer science place. First, let's see what lectures I have today. The country may be at war, but we're all still students. Of course we have lectures. And we need to work harder on our studies than ever. Huh? Aren't you George's friends? You don't know how he's doing, do you? It sounds like a ton of crazy stuff's going down over at Thor's. Us? We're hanging in there. We've been better, though. That's for sure. Okay. You look kind of familiar. I can't place it, though. Sorry. Can't be bothered to try and remember either. Sigh, he really seems down in the dumps. This city might not have been harmed directly, but this institute has still been affected by war. A number of students have chosen to take leave from their studies to return home for one thing. It's a terrible shame what's happening is having such a negative effect on our students' educations. And once again, Professor Schmidt wants a whole bunch of equipment ordered on short notice. Awesome. Just awesome. He can be such a dick sometimes. His research produces one brilliant invention after another, though. So, do we get to complain? Nope. Alright, I'm sure this is locked. Oh, and probably the same thing for this side. Yep, so we didn't learn anything in the science place. There's nothing but benches over here, and there's the elevator there. So let's go look at this part, and then we'll come back up the other side. Here's a guy. Marquise Ragner's always been known as the most militarily minded of the heads of the four great houses. That makes the Norsha Provincial Army very loyal to him, and it's full of tough, experienced soldiers. Nobody around here would ever dare to go against them. Hell, only Lady Angelica would try something crazy like that. And you know, she's got enough of a rebellious streak that she just might. I kinda hope she does, too. Alright, Bar F. Good place for information. We met Claire here in disguise long ago. What am I supposed to do? If I go against orders, the only thing in my future is an instant demotion. Your place is like that too, huh? We're under the chairman's direct control, which means they're not exactly our biggest fans. Yeah, I heard all about the 4th Development Division getting all its projects frozen. My sympathies. Time for a drink? Yep, time for a drink. It's good to see you again, Almina. Elisa, is that you? I didn't know you were back in Roer. What a pleasure to see you. Though you're going to want to be careful if you're staying in town. Things are generally peaceful here, but you wouldn't want to wind up with the army after you like they are Lady Angelica. The provincial armies after Angelica? Somehow, I'm not surprised. By the way, you wouldn't happen to have any idea where she might be, would you? I'm afraid not. I do hear whispers from time to time, but nothing worth passing on just yet. Well, thank you anyway. Guess we've got to keep asking around. They said the factory I was working at had no use for making weapons. So do you know what they did? The stupid bastards shut the whole damn thing down. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, hell. I need another drink. Steel rusts and falls apart over time. Fitting that a city that heavily relies on steel production would eventually do the same. But until the day comes that it falls apart completely, this bar stays open. President Schmidt has finally returned to the Institute. Not only that, he's looking for something new to research, too. My condolences for anyone forced to help with that. They're in for a world of pain. For better or worse, the only thing that man cares about is his research. Alright. So not as much information in the bar as I thought there might be. Let's keep looking.